Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces, where we talk about watch collecting and horology. Today, in this box, I've got a really cool and interesting, reasonably priced, I believe I paid less than $400 for it, Bicompax Chrono using the Seagull Venus movement. So let's turn the camera around and take a look at this interesting piece. So here it is in the box. It's not a bad box when you consider the watch is under $500. It's what, like 3 and change, between 3 and 4? Mechanical, so you know it's mechanical. But then again, nowadays it's a distinction to have a mechanical piece, especially a hand-wound column wheel chronograph. Now, as you see here, it's made by the Hong Kong Sky Timepiece Company. As I said, it's based on the Seagull movement. It is not a Seagull chronograph. But, it is a Seagull chronograph in that it uses a Seagull movement. And Seagull does make all of the movements in all of these watches, that some that even claim to be Seagulls. But, Seagull does sell them the movements, But it is a nice box, decent presentation, good-looking piece. And it really does punch above its weight as a Bicompax Panda chrono, because there are several Bicompax Panda chronographs you can get in our industry, and not too many are hand-wound column wheel chronographs under $500. The Hamilton, I believe, is between 15 and around 1,500 and change, between 15 and 2,000, and the Breitling is several thousand. And this costs less than both of them, and is a very nice piece. I wouldn't say that the fit and finish is the same as either of those two pieces, but this does approach the Hamilton in fit and finish, and at least challenges the Breitling in quality. The piece is very nicely done. It is the Seagull movement that was originally purchased from Venus. And it really is a good looking movement as well. And quite colorful if you look at it from that point of view. But it's decently decorated, not a lot of fine details. You're not going to see much angulage here, for example, but other than that, it's a good looking column wheel chronograph and hand wound. So, you give it a wind. I'll keep winding it until we see some action in the balance wheel. There we go. We're running, and start the chrono, right? Stop the chrono, reset the chrono. So it's a very nice piece, well made. You can go fancier, but you really can't go, better, quote unquote. That more highly decorated Breitling, for example, may look more expensive and have higher level of finish, but the movement inside this watch is pretty reliable. Some people say it's hard to service, and depending on who made it, well, actually Seagull makes all of the movements in almost all of these pieces, and they can be serviced. But when you talk about how much money it costs, you could almost replace this. Actually, you could replace it for what it would cost to service the Breitling, and you could get a good run on the money for it for the service on the Hamilton. So this is not the kind of watch, you wouldn't think of a mechanical watch as a disposable item, but you definitely have a lot more leeway as far as servicing and worrying about warranty with this piece, because it is such an inexpensive watch. So let's take a look at it on the wrist. Zoom out a little bit. Take a look at it on the wrist. I had the Master Collection, which is a really nice watch and is a column wheel, whereas the Conquest calendar deployant clasp on the Seagull, I mean not on the Sea, it's not the Seagull, but on this watch, deployant clasp, not bad, decent leather strap. I mean it is stamped, but what do you get for that money? And it looks good on the wrist. It has decent wrist presence. Well, actually, has very good wrist presence. The Bicompax is a sharp looking watch presentation, and it fits well. It's a good looking watch, and it's worth the money, in my humble opinion. Especially when you consider with the luxury crisis or luxury scandal going on. If they're claiming to have, if everything's been made in China, buy something made in China then and have fun with it. But let's turn the camera around and close out the episode. So, that was a really nice Seagull-based Bicompax Panda chronograph. Really good daily wear piece, not very expensive, and it'll take you a lot of places. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Please don't forget to subscribe, and have a great day.